Hey guys, whoever's interested in following these antique adventures, this is West Finley Ridge Road in Taylor County. Marion County line is that way. May actually be just this side of the road, I'm not sure. I know when you go back out to the main road, that as soon as you cross the Taylor County line, this road's on the right, so we're in Taylor County. But this was probably, I'm guessing, probably 1990 or so. There was a Camaro used to ride around town with a big Mexican flag on the front of it. This is the first time I'd really seen Hispanic people for the most part. They used to ride through town blaring Mexican music and stuff, and the cops would make fun of them on the radio channel. I think it was 155.490 if I remember the frequency right. And I don't know, I didn't know the people, but it's the first time we'd seen them. But anyway, we had a wreck one time, kind of late in the evening, and the same Mexican guys with the same Camaro and the same Mexican flag wrecked down here, and rolled it good too. I don't know if they rolled it, but they went upside down and came to a rest. And I pulled up. There was minor entrapment. There's different kinds of entrapments. You got to cut the person out of the car type of entrapment, and then there's they're not really trapped so much as they're having trouble getting out. So this guy, there was one or two of them are hurt, and there was one guy in there and his head was royally messed up. He was all there. He couldn't speak English to save his life, but he kept smiling and he was so drunk. And I don't care about HIPAA. This is pre-HIPAA. I don't know the guy's name, so don't anybody get weird on HIPAA stuff. I'm just saying what happened. And we got the guy out, and it's funny how people nowadays, all they do is talk about race and race and race. We didn't care. I was part of the Campbellsville Taylor County Rescue Squad, and we couldn't care less what the ethnicity of the person was. It's a human being. And we didn't care if the person asked for it by driving drunk or not. We didn't care. Here's a person in need, the tones go off, and we help. I remember getting the guy and holding him in the car, they're putting him on a backboard, and it was almost like a load and go situation. He had a little blood coming out of his ears, but he was all, he seemed to be all there, but you never know. And I had a big trauma dressing on the back of his head, and this little graphic, but you could just move his skull around. Now, does that mean everything's all crushed to pieces? I'm not sure, but I mean, you could easily, I don't know, it was pretty gross. Put him on the board, hold his head there, like don't move his head for anything. They're trying to put a neck lock on him, holding his head, and put him in the back of there and took him to Taylor County Hospital, and they flew him out to Louisville. And I don't know the rest of it. But on those kind of runs, you show up, and it's like the intensity when you first get there, do this, hey, I need this, and so, and Squad 225 pulls up, Meg 216 pulls up, and you do all the stuff, and then you get the person, and you load them up, and they're gone, and then you kind of stand there, and there's the car, and there's the scene, and you got all this adrenaline worked up, and you don't know what to do. But a lot of times I never know how the people turned out, including that guy. But young man messed up royally from alcohol, and hopefully it had a good ending. But the providers of care down here did a really good job, and just one of the stories. I have no idea who was on the run. I can't remember the details of who was on the call, but good job by the paid crew as well as the multiple volunteers that showed up.